G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, try name Lookout, and today it's going to be very late. I'm going to be getting to where I need to be in the dark, if I get there at all. And last night I severely injured my knee. You might see me hobbling a little bit as I'm walking here. I had a better look at it now that the sun's up. And yeah, it was bleeding all night. It didn't really stop. I thought it would clot quite easily, but it didn't. So, okay, well, let's have a look. So that's it. It's still weeping, as you can see. It's definitely going to need stitches. That's it's just too deep, and yeah, that's just the long and short of it, really. But I'm 2 or 3 days away from town, so you know, nothing I can do about that, just have to carry on. This morning I did want to just sleep, so let me get into the cabin. Well, it's dark, that's probably better. And I just wanted to sleep, so I didn't set an alarm. I woke up at 6:15. It's now 8 o'clock. Just had a very slow breakfast and sat by the water for a bit, and now I'm going to go hike. This is the lake that's next to the cabins. It's just incredible. What a beautiful place. The water's so still, it's so tranquil. Nice place to sit and eat breakfast. Well, lunchtime, it's about 1:30, I think. I haven't really checked the time. I think it's about 1:30. Oh, I'm very tired, very fatigued, not tired. Like, I don't need to sleep more, I just need to rest more. Not really pushed. 18.1 miles done so far, covered in cobwebs because I'm the only person on trail. And keep walking through cobwebs because the spiders just put them straight across the trail like a tripwire or a clothesline. It's just constantly doing this as you're walking down the trail. Oh man, let's hope I'm better by the end of this lunch break. Injury update. It looks like a mess. Oh well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to talk to you about an idol of mine, the late, great Kobe Bryant. And the reason he's an idol, as well as being one of the greatest to ever do it, he has a mentality that he's famed for called Mamba Mentality, because his nickname was the Black Mamba. And his mentality was to push through adversity, to focus on winning, whatever it took. He would be in the practice hall at 5 a.m. and the rest of the team wouldn't turn up until 11 a.m. and he would carry on training until after they'd gone home. He was so focused on being the best he could possibly be. And he used to play through some of the most horrific injuries. He dislocated a finger against the San Antonio Spurs. He walked off court and the physio reset it, and he was back on the court within 10 seconds of it being dislocated and carried on playing that game. He tore his Achilles, and most people wouldn't be able to walk with a torn Achilles, but he walked himself to the free throw line. He made both shots for his team, and he walked himself off the court and into the locker room. He is an incredible person who just pushes through everything. And I think with my knee, it would be very easy to go, oh, woe is me, oh, what can I do? But I can't call a helicopter. I can't get on Garmin and call the emergency services and say, hey, I've cut my knee, can you come and get me? It's not really, I can walk myself, as I've proven this morning. I can walk, and however much pain I'm in, I can still walk. So I need to help myself and think about helping myself first, and it doesn't matter what state the knee's in. I need to think about how I can get myself out of this situation, and to get myself out of this situation I need to do big days, 35 miles plus, so that's the aim. I haven't got enough food not to do those big miles, and so they have to be done. And it doesn't matter what time I arrive at camp or what time I have to start in the morning, I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to do it. And if the injury requires medical attention, then I'll go to a clinic when I get to town. Now with lunch over, it's time to climb a 2,200, 2,500 foot mountain. I'm only going up to the saddle as well. I'm not going to the peak. So, oh my goodness. On a full belly, full of water, full of coffee, full of couscous. Time to move on upwards. I want to say that when I was saying that stuff earlier at lunchtime about helping yourself and pushing through, that is by no means a dig at Stitches, who got hellied out of the Sierra last year. They are two totally different injuries. She couldn't walk on her foot at all. She couldn't put any weight on it. She could barely do, 100 feet over 10 minutes. In comparison, I did 18.1 miles in 5.5 hours. There's the scale of injury is completely opposite, completely different. And don't get me wrong, when I said I can't just call for a helicopter, but that was kind of on my mind just now, thinking, are people going to think that I'm digging at Stitches? No. She couldn't walk, and I just did nearly 20 miles. Would have done 20 miles in 6 hours. Yeah, just thought I'd clear that up before people think I'm starting beef. So, ladies and gents, these are this is one of the Rock Island lakes, and would have said beautiful swimming, but the storm is coming in. Beautiful conditions for climbing hills. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very heavy rain, and it started off all right, enough you can walk through, but it's got to the point of saturation. So I'm hiding under a tree, still getting wet, but not as wet. So just waiting for the rain to move over and head in a different direction, and let me go and hike in dry weather. Go Gadget Bridge. Oh, it didn't work. Bridge Sesame. Abracadabra Bridge. What should I say to make the bridge appear? Answers in the comments. I want to see what I should be saying to get the bridge to roll out. So, ladies and gentlemen, very late at night. Tried my best to get in before the sunset, but unfortunately did not make it. It was about 10 past 10 when I got in, and it rained all
day up until about 20 minutes ago. It was just raining. Couldn't talk to the camera or anything like that. Just wanted to walk, and it sort of gets miserable when it's raining for so long. And I was under that tree earlier for so long that I fell asleep. I just put my head down in my lap and fell asleep. And when I woke up from it was still raining. The only difference was I was freezing cold. So I just decided, let's get on with it. And I'm glad that I did, because I would still be there now if I was waiting for the rain to subside. I also wanted to mention, while I'm putting notes on things that I said, what I said at lunchtime, that's my attitude towards me. And I feel this sort of pushing through stuff and sort of being strong and making your best effort and everything. That goes for me. I don't expect everybody else to put themselves in danger and to push through injuries and risk long-term damage just for the sake of pride or something like that. So don't get me wrong. Not when I said about Kobe Bryant's attitude and applying that to myself, that was for myself. That's not for everybody else. That's if you do what you do, if you injured and you don't want to push through, then don't. You just do you. This isn't judgmental or anything. Everyone's an individual, and we've all got different pain thresholds and different tolerances, and totally not a blanket statement, one size fits all. So anyway, with all these sort of things said, it's time to wrap up the video. So for those of you who don't know, I'm sure you all do by now, there is a fundraiser that I'm doing as part of this hike. I'm trying to raise £3,100 for the Widerness Foundation UK. Now, you might say, oh, they're a charity in the UK. What's it matter about? It matters because these are people's lives. So what Widerness Foundation UK do is they take people and put them in nature, mostly the young children who really need it to get out of the city and be part of nature, and discover new hobbies and get therapy for the trauma that they've been through by getting in touch with nature and doing things like hiking, kayaking, and nature walks, things like that, and also through climate change mitigation projects. So it's a fantastic organisation, and I'm pleased to be representing them. And I'm pleased that the community is raising a huge amount of money. There's been a lot of fantastic donations, so let's keep that going. Let's hit that target, 3,100. It's not far away. And as for today, that's all I have for you. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.